3-point game. Holiday feeds to Cutting Brown, down the lane, two-hand jam. Now Tatum takes it away at half court. Tatum on the drive, scores the bucket. 9 straight for Boston, reminiscent of games 1 and 2 here in this building.
Missed free throw, Horford the rebound. Here's Pritchard, he loves these. Puts it up half court of the buzzer. Bang! Pritchard at the buzzer with a three-pointer. He's done it again! He did it at the end of the third quarter of game 2. They put him in for these situations, no hesitation. And Pritchard ends the second quarter in dramatic fashion.
Hangs up on Luka, now drives three-point line, tries to get by him into a double team, able to force it up and in. Oh, Jason Tatum able to use the muscle that time to score, and he's got 27. 4:50 to go, and they can taste the champagne here at TD Garden. Tatum working against Washington, dribbling out beyond the arc. Now drives inside, hangs off the glass and in. Jason Tatum taking control here in the fourth quarter. He's got 29. The lead has ballooned to 24. Timeout Dallas. They're all on their feet here at the Garden. The coaches shake hands, Joe Mazzulla and Jason Kidd. The final 4 seconds tick away. Get ready to raise an 18th banner, Boston. The Celtics are once again the winningest franchise in the history of the NBA. It's an 18th title for the Celtics, the 2024 NBA champions.
The 2024 Bill Russell Finals MVP goes to Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen.
Yeah, you earned that.
What does holding this trophy mean to you?
It was a full team effort, and I share this with my brothers and my partner in crime, Jason Tatum. He was with me the whole way, so we shared this together.
Now you just can't leave.
We're here.
Good morning, Kansas City. Welcome to a new day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. It's Tuesday, June 18th, 2024. Stephen St. John, and look who's here, Nate Bukaty.
We're here.
We're here. Lights didn't go out, dude. The lights didn't go out. We went over this. Oh, man. Tomorrow. Jake Gutierrez. And also... Wait. Ready? All right. We're here. Production value. Also, Vito the intern, who says he won't yawn during the show today, which is very exciting. Also, Vito was told by his grandfather exactly why he doesn't want to be referred to as Vito from The Sopranos by Jake. Although still underrated character. Underappreciated. For what he edited the show, I think.
I love you, Johnny Cakes.
Today, we will talk to Jamie Bluma, Jarrett Sutton, and Annie Rogers. You heard the, the NBA Finals. Look, congratulations to the Boston Celtics. Congratulations to assistant coach Phil Pressey, who some say the Celtics won because he was on an episode of House of Hustle with me and Jarrett Sutton earlier this year. I don't know. I don't know the correlation, but whatever. But Flip Pressey celebrating last night, so I'm happy for him. But the NBA Finals, if you're a Celtics fan, they delivered a championship but not a whole lot else for just a basketball fan looking for a compelling series. Didn't happen. So, boo. And now it's over. Sorry to Phil St. John, who went out with the boys to eat some wings and watch the game, hoping to see this. Yeah, right?
He's such a college man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
That's great. That's
where are you
great.
going? Me and Connor and some of the boys are going to go eat some wings in Liberty and watch the game. I'm like, oh. Thank you for the invite. He goes, just caught him when he got home from work. As we were going to Liberty too. We had a summer league basketball game at Liberty North. I said, maybe I'll stop by. And he just looked at me and said, I'm kidding. I'm not.
They should be honored if you did.
No. His friends would like it.
Yeah.
He doesn't. It's like they were walking around the Italian festival, and I was like, hey, your family's over here. And he's like, but then, hey, Mr. St. John, and hey, Connor, hey, everybody, high-fiving, hugging, shaking hands. We were on our way somewhere. I said, I know, that's usually what happens when you're going somewhere. I get it. I get everything. Maybe I wanted to say hi to your friends that I used to coach in basketball when they were in grade school that I haven't seen in a while. Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
But Celtics win 106-88. So, hey, if you were a Celtics fan, you probably watched it all and enjoyed it. But if you weren't, just like, I don't know how you stick with that and watch that whole thing.
We did not watch that at our house.
Yeah.
We were watching Olympic trials.
Of?
Well, there was swimming and then diving, I think, is what we were watching. So.
See, everyone has something to watch.
Yeah. That was my kids were in charge of the remote, and I was good with it.
Should I say what I was watching, Jake, or not?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
Because we went to Summer League basketball, and then we went to eat dinner, and then I made everyone hurry home. I said, I got to go watch this. I've been waiting for something on my phone. Just watching, on my phone. Got to get home and watch this in my office. And they were like, what is he? The NBA Finals game? I go, no. That's a blowout. The Royals aren't playing. What are you so excited to watch? And I even put my head down and said, Dad wants to see Uncle Howdy and the debut of the Wyatt Six on Monday Night Raw. Sorry.
Uncle Howdy's back.
Right, Uncle Howdy's back. What? Susan knew because she walked on me several times watching the Bray Wyatt documentary that was like 2 hours. It took me like 3 days to watch because I can't ever sit for 2 hours and watch something.
She walked in on you.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, no, she goes, are you still watching this?
Close your laptop.
No, seriously, she goes, are you still watching this? I said, you shouldn't shame me.
Right.
I said, okay, shame me all you want, okay?
Tragic
It's
event.
something that makes me feel like a kid again. I like watching wrestling sometimes. And then Jake and I can text about it and whatever. And so, anyway, I liked Bray Wyatt. I was a big fan of Bray Wyatt. Jake, remember we used to argue about that. You you were totally into it, but I liked Bray Wyatt a lot. I liked all of his characters. I liked the Fiend. I liked the Wyatts. And I remember
I respected it. Just I rooted against them.
Me and Richie and Phil, when the Wyatt family first kind of got big, we saw them at T-Mobile, and it was like they had one of the coolest walkouts ever. I liked it, and him being the son. Do you remember the tag team of Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo back in the day when they used to feud with the Iron Sheik and Nikolai Volkov? Well, that's Mike Rotundo's son, and Barry Windham's nephew is Wyndham Rotunda, who is Bray Wyatt. and he's Blackjack Mulligan's grandson, and just
It's a wrestling family.
Wrestling hierarchy, right? Wrestling family. And so he tragically passed away at 36. And I was very sad by this. So then I stopped watching wrestling.
Last year.
And then they had this documentary about him on Peacock that's still on there. It's really, 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 really good. It's really good. And it took me a long time to watch it. And it seemed like every time Susan would walk in, I was still watching it. Just, how long is it? Like, are you still watching this? I go, if you just sit down and watch it, it's a really interesting. And she did.
Yeah.
And she's, this is really interesting. Because they interviewed The Rock about it and Triple H and Ric Flair and just, because this is the guy that would have been, he could have fit into the 70s and 80s in wrestling. Let's put it that way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That should explain it. So long story short, his storyline after coming back to the WWE, it was going to be this, Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six or whatever. And so his real life brother, who wrestled under the name of Bo Dallas in WWE, and he was interviewed for this documentary, they kind of alluded to the idea that he would step in and take over the storyline. And everyone's been waiting for this, and there's been like QR codes on Raw and stuff where you'd, scan it, and then they would give you like these little Easter eggs of a countdown of when they might come back, or like all this crazy stuff. Way too deep. This is too much. So anyway, all the clues were pointing to last night of it happening, and it happened at the very end of Raw. And I was like a little kid, like, look. And even Susan was watching. She goes, "You're stupid, but I like it. You're so dumb, husband, but I will enjoy this with you." And all that time we waited, and then they debuted. And it was like one of those things where, like the Wyatt family, when they come out, you see him backstage, and he'd have this lantern, this real spooky thing. He'd go, "We're here." And the lantern would go off, and the lights in the arena would go off, and then their theme song would come on, and then they'd walk out, right?
Yeah.
And so the new faction was there, and it was his brother, and you could tell, and one of his best friends is in the other. And it's like, and this is a cool thing. And people, here, search it on X and see how many people were fired up to watch that. And they're all there, and people were going crazy in the arena. I think it was in Corpus Christi last night. And at the end, he goes, his real life brother, his deceased brother's in real life trademark phrase. "We're here," and the telecast just goes black, and that's it. And now they're back. And Susan goes, "That's it. What happened? How come they? What the shows are?" I go, "Yeah, now we're gonna watch next week, aren't we?" Oh, how stupid am I?
Nope, I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, yeah, watch it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
scary. Oh, it's very scary.
Scary.
It was like a movie.
Yeah.
The production, like you always talk about the production value. The
100%.
production value was watching a movie. It's like watching a scary movie. It was great.
Man, you're not stupid for all this, because I was actually just going on a rant this weekend about something that we should do in Major League Soccer more, which is build characters.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Look, Nate's freaked out. He doesn't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's kind of scaring me.
He's got the whole wide world in his hands. I'll show you that later. It's scary.
I'm watching them walk in right now. But I was listening to you and Lebo talk earlier this week about the Caitlin Clark saga in the WNBA. This is what professional wrestling does so well, in addition to the production value, is build characters. Heroes and villains. That's why you need to care.
Turn it up.
About who these characters are, and in regular sports too.
Let's really creep Nate out. Could we?
He's got the whole world.
Yeah, these outfits are
That's nightmare fuel, buddy.
they remind me of the people that come in during the haunted house stuff.
And Liv Morgan is featured prominently. She's the champ now. Remember she came in studio?
Yeah.
She won the title
Heck
since
yeah.
then.
Is that right?
Look at her now with the title.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
She called it.
Oh yeah.
She did.
It was
Right
her
here.
tour.
Oh yeah. It gives me something else to watch. What a big day! I watched House of the Dragon and then the Wyatt Six came back. Dude.
Yeah. Whoa. Woof.
Oh, there was a little thing there that like after they blow the lantern out, there's like a little flash of some sort of scary monster coming at you.
That's right. That's
describe
exactly
that
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's unsettling.
It is much like this show.
Right.
Much like the season 2 premiere of House of the Dragon.
Woof. Woof.
Extremely unsettling.
Yes. Woof.
Lebo's saying, now it's dark. I said, well, okay. Like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Didn't see that coming.
Right. Boy, these Targaryens are something else, aren't they?
They are.
You know?
Woof.
They're just a different breed.
Literally.
Are you care about that?
No,
You didn't watch the first season, did you?
I watched like the first couple episodes. It didn't take hold of me.
How long do we wait before we give away anything that happened in the first episode?
I mean, it's 2 nights ago.
Dude.
Just give a warning.
When it started, though. How awesome was that?
Oh, it was great.
When they went to the north.
Oh, it was great. That's how they started out. They go back to Winterfell.
They went to the wall.
Yeah. It's great.
You know what I mean? Like that. They're talking to a
love
Stark.
I love it.
Oh.
Kragan Stark.
Well, if they only knew
Kragan
How
Stark.
that's gonna play out.
Yeah,
huh?
they're arguing like, what are you even guarding against? Like, what is this? Why are we wasting all this manpower guarding against what?
Death.
Yes, and like, trust the Starks.
Yeah, they know.
They trust them. You need.
Winter is coming.
Right, and then they said winter is coming. I go,
Yeah.
They don't. Do they even know?
200 years later, it comes.
Right.
It will someday.
And they're challenging. Do we really even need all these people here
A waste of
guarding?
resources.
I got some graybeards for you.
What do you think? You think our ancestors built this wall for nothing? They were guarding against something, buddy. What? Death. Okay. All right. You made your point. Understood. Don't
I'm
really
listening.
get it. I think it's overkill here. I think we got,
It's a big wall, guys.
I mean, what are we
a lot of
really
death.
doing here? Like, what are we putting our resources at? I mean, like,
Yeah.
we got a war going on here with dragons, and you're guarding against nothing.
Right. Wind.
Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what the conversation was.
Right. It's great.
But I was like, and Susan's just like, I'm like, it's the wall. She goes, I see that.
Yeah.
She goes, I see it. I'm looking at it right here with you.
He had the sword.
They just said winter is coming. Remember?
The giant Stark sword. It's great. It's great.
So yesterday was a super geek out day, right? Well, there's no Royals, and the NBA Finals game sucked.
Yeah, we watched a little bit of a Dance Moms show that my daughter's into as well, so that was good. I've been watching tires.
I put that away in 2 days. That was
You're a big guy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I don't know how I took it, but a couple of times when Shane Gillis and when they would do things, Susan looks at him, she goes, this is how you and your friends act at work sometimes, isn't it? I said, I'm not going to admit to any of that because that's not good. She goes, I hear. She goes, those are some of the things you say to me. I mean, this is the way. This is you and Lebo and no. I said, nope. No.
No way.
It's not. She said, I hear how you talk to him on the phone. And some of the things you say to him.
Totally inappropriate.
I should hear me say something to Lebo or Jake on the. She goes, why would you say that to them? I go, because this is how we talk to each other. Don't they get mad? I said, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they like it. It's our sense of humor. I mean, it's just,
Yeah, that show is something else.
Does
man.
it make you laugh?
Oh God, I laugh hard.
Because I
don't remember the last show that's made me laugh that hard. And there's a lot of times where you laugh like, oh, you're shaking your head while you're laughing.
No, it's offensive.
It's a show for dudes.
And and if you're Susan thought it was hilarious.
I think it's a show for.
But Susan has had to be a dude to be with. She, she nothing shocks her, and she's not offended by stuff. Yeah. And so she is. she has my sense of humor now. It's rubbed off on her.
Right.
And no, so there was one part that she particularly loved that we kept rewinding over and over again, and it was early on in the first episode. Remember when he's leaving the voicemail, trying to leave a voicemail for his dad? And then he accidentally leaves the wrong. Oh no!
Press 1 to send.
We kept rewinding that loud,
Press 2 to erase and re-record.
And he was so concerned about the voicemail he sent his dad, and then he sent the wrong one.
No, wait,
voicemail said no.
Yeah, no, Kelly thinks it's funny too, but I've been out of town so much. I was like, if I wait to watch these with her, I'm never going to see it. So I started watching when I was out of town.
Exactly right, because I told Sue, I said, I don't remember a show that made me just laugh out loud this much. I'm just laughing out loud. And again, it's offensive, and I've seen people, don't watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't then let people who just want to laugh and be left alone.
Yeah. Shane Gillis is great.
Leave us alone.
That whole cast is pretty damn good. I mean, that's the thing about it. A good show like that, you have to have a whole cast that's good, and their whole cast is good.
Have you watched the whole thing?
I think I have one left. I think I've watched 5 of them.
So I have watched one of your shows, man. I finally,
Do you think we should have a car wash here?
Yeah.
To raise money?
Maybe we should put some signs up around here.
Yeah, I'm just asking you. Well, it paid off, didn't it? It made you laugh.
Oh, man, it's great. Yeah, like I look forward to watching it. It's yeah, it's very funny. Yes.
Right.
Watch it on a plane.
I have not done that.
Loud.
Yeah, no headphones.
Hey, come over. Tell the family, hey, watch this with me.
Good way to get an empty seat.
No, it's not for kids. It's not for people that are easily offended. So just, but if you like.
If you listen to this show, you probably like it.
If you don't take anything too seriously,
Okay. How about them Royals, huh?
Hey, I've been missing, so I watched the stuff on social media. How was New Day at the K?
It was great.
It looked awesome.
It was great. It would have been better if more people would have stayed to the end with me, but that's fine.
It was hot, wasn't it?
It was hot, and I blame no one. But, and honestly, it was too hot, and I was too tired to walk to the car, and so I just didn't want to get out of my seat. So it's not, part of me was, hey, these Royals, you got to watch it to the end because they have a good chance of coming back, because that's what they do. And also part of it was it's too hot to walk to my car right now. I just want to sit here.
Yeah.
I can't really move. I just want to sit and sweat. But
everybody turned up though. I mean,
yeah.
All the contributors to the show.
Great
all that.
tailgate.
Gabe Boucher and so many Alex and a whole bunch.
Jamaica's and Kyle and Adam from Boulevard.
He had Vito the intern running around taking pictures of people. So he did good. Everyone did good.
Yeah, it's great.
Everyone chipped in to make it a really special event.
That's awesome.
And then a whole bunch of listeners were there, and hopefully they had a good time. I think most of them had a good time.
I'm sure they.
A couple times I got up and tried to address the crowd, and I introduced everyone.
I think that's good that you did that.
Was it?
I went and sat with a couple people during a couple different innings. Just said hello.
I did I did, like at the end, like some of the diehards that stayed till the 9th inning. I tried to go and thank them and say, hey, thanks for staying. But I was up there, but I turned around and addressed the crowd. And then I tried to introduce all of us who were there.
I shook a lot of hands, and I don't think my nephew had shaken that many hands in his entire life.
The crowd booed Gary Dieter.
It's great.
Love it. Good. He probably leaned into that.
So,
he doesn't mind being a rudo.
You see our buddy West sat down with Andy Reid?
Yeah, I saw that.
Maybe that can get you some points.
Talk about some burgers.
Our new friend, and I didn't unveil this until I knew it was going to happen. West Wilson, who is the breakout star of the heartthrob of the reality show Summer House on Bravo.
Oh, my son's watching that.
We'll tell him West Wilson was in studio with us.
I saw you guys post. I didn't know who it was, so
because
I didn't.
West has been a big fan of the show for the past 4 or 5 years.
Wow!
It was on a local TV station being interviewed, and they asked him what his Kansas City bucket list was, and he said to come and co-host the Border Patrol one day. And I found out about that. I said, really?
Yeah.
No way.
I said, well,
yeah.
Well, Wes,
right.
it ain't the Border Patrol anymore, but you can come and co-host the morning show with us. And so we had gone back and forth.
Wow.
Like, because he's out in New York, you know. And
Well, dude, I'm gonna be in. I need to get in touch with him. I'm gonna be out there.
He's here now. I don't know when he's been out. Yeah, well, I'll give you his contact. And so he works for Complex Magazine and Sports, and he like sat down and does kind of like how would you describe it?
One-on-ones.
Yeah, but it's more like pop culture interviews with either.
They're not
he sat down with
sports
Patrick
interviews.
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
He sat down with Andy Reid. And so he is going to Cincinnati to sit down with Joe Burrow in 2 weeks.
Wow.
And Anthony Sherman said,
challenged him.
"Oh, you're going to wear a Chiefs hat when you sit down with Joe Burrow?" And Wes goes, "Oh, I really hadn't thought." He goes, "No. You're going to wear a Chiefs hat when you sit down with Joe Burrow, or you'll never be on this." And Sherman was like, he took ownership. He goes, "Or you'll never be on the show again." I said, "Well,
I mean, he is kind of the law enforcement of the show.
Oh,
isn't he?
yeah.
Okay." Sherman says it.
He lays down the law.
But no, he's originally from about 20 miles north of Columbia. Went to Columbia Rockbridge. Awesome guy, and we've gone back and forth for a while about what we're gonna do and how he was gonna come on the show. And so he threw out the first pitch at New Day of the Case. So he was in studio with us for 2 hours that day. And Gary Dieter didn't like it and left in the middle of the.
Yeah, as soon as we went to the 9 o'clock hour.
Jesse had to be out at Arrowhead to cover the Chiefs, and so we had scheduled Sherm and Dieter to be in for 2 hours. Wes is a huge Chiefs fan, so I didn't say anything because I didn't know if it was going to happen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came in. Gary didn't like it.
Yeah,
because Gary likes to have the best hair in the studio and everything else.
Not impressed.
And then he didn't, and then Wes, you know, there was a lot there, and then Sherm and Wes, you know, became friends.
Yeah, once he found out his dad had a cattle ranch, and they started talking the same language.
Did you meet Wes' dad, who came out and sat with us for a while?
I didn't.
He was great. He loves the show. He's been listening to the show for years.
I sat next to West for about an inning.
It was funny. His dad had said, "I heard you guys talking to me." He said, "You got to have a guy with kind of a local tie, and he's on a reality show." And when I heard that, he goes, I called Wes. I said, "Man, you got to get on with Stephen St. John. They're talking about having something." He goes, "Dad, he's talking about me." That's
well, how about telling your pops, Wes?
Well,
you
know, wouldn't surprise him.
He knew he was listening.
It wouldn't surprise him. It was great. It was awesome. So now we've talked about it during football season. He's going to come in and co-host when he's in Kansas City for a game.
Oh, fantastic!
Once in a while and be on the show. We're going to do Hot Mic with SSJ and everything. So if your son likes Summer House.
Yeah, he's been watching it.
We can get Selena's all in now because she was at the game. I can't believe how nice he is. I mean, they say about him and Sierra. That's just ridiculous. I mean,
right.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
I don't either. But
I take
I'm
West's
on her
side on all this stuff.
Right.
We will take a break. Back after this on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Good God, man. Nate's now looking up Wes Wilson on. He goes, did you realize he finished second in the March Madness contest for sexiest man on Bravo? I go, yeah, we talked about that. And Nate's like, what's his number?
I just slid into his DMs.
Right.
And then you gave me his number.
Right. Oh, former intern of the Stephen St. John show decades ago, Kevin Moyer, known back then as Sexual Chocolate, who now works as a sports journalist in Arkansas, tweets in and says, what are your thoughts on the Who Killed the WCW doc, the 4-part series on Vice TV?
Yes.
And that's why I forced Jake to watch. And you watched the first episode,
Yeah.
did you? What did you think?
Phenomenal.
You like it, don't you?
Phenomenal. Right
You
in my
like it.
wheelhouse.
Right, isn't it?
Yes.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Brings back some great memories.
It's really good.
I mean, the interviews are phenomenal.
You just like when Kevin Nash is interviewed, be
I
honest.
do. I love Big Sexy.
That's all you care about.
He's my favorite. Number one. Favorite wrestler of all time.
Wow. So that's good to watch. Kevin Moyer likes it.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch the next two.
You're going to have to.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
The second one's on YouTube as well.
Okay, it's out now?
Yeah, that got posted.
Okay, great.
The third episode is tonight.
Yeah.
So and then you got to wait a couple days.
Right.
Then someone will post it. Someone will post it.
Somebody.
Magic Johnson wasn't happy last night. He tweeted out, I hate that the Celtics officially have more championships than us now. And then an emoji that shows he's not happy with it. Did you see what happened at the Mets game?
The mariachi band playing a Creed song. I saw pictures of it. I haven't listened to it. How's it sound? Does it sound good?
Want to hear a little clip?
I'd like to hear that.
Jake's got it. Jake has no idea, but he's got it. Sometimes Jake has things that he doesn't realize he has. I got like a 30-second clip of it. I mean, it's good. I don't love the song.
Right.
The performance of it is good.
Yeah,
I've
maybe a different version of it I would like.
Yeah, I've never thought about. I'd like to hear Creed performed by a mariachi band. Listen. Jake likes it. Yes or no, Jake?
Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
Good. Yeah. Yeah, the answer is yes.
Mariachis make everything better.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's so many other songs I could sing and make better than that one.
No.
Like they make it better for sure, but
It's their choice.
there's no need.
I'm not going to hate on
It's
Creed.
it's what they want, and I'm here for it.
I like how they fooled everybody by it's a Christian rock band. They didn't even know they were in a Christian rock band.
Here's some good Royals news as they get ready to take on the Oakland A's and that rabid fan base. That great situation in Oakland for everybody. Michael Wacha started his rehab assignment down with the Surprise ACL Club, and Michael Massey is scheduled to begin a rehab assignment tonight in Omaha. So those are two bits of good news, don't you think?
Yes.
Yeah, they've missed Michael Wacha.
Yes.
I wanted to believe that they would not miss him with Daniel Lynch, and they have missed Michael Wacha. And Wacha was starting to pitch well when he went on the IL. So
That's good, and
yeah,
playing the A's is going to be good, I think.
You know what you hope, but Matt Quatrero is very cautious about that. It's like I don't want us to let down. I don't want us to be so focused on hey, now we're through that. Now we get to beat up on these weaker teams. That's how you get beat.
Yeah, I think what you got to do though is you shouldn't be overconfident because you just kind of got your ass kicked a little bit.
Easy there, buddy.
So you ought to be motivated to get back up off the mat and take it out on somebody else. That's the way I feel like you ought to look at it.
Okay.
We took our licks. Now it's time to dish it out a little bit. And come on, they're better. They're way better than the A's.
Well, sure.
I know it's baseball. Things can happen.
It is baseball.
Did you miss that kind of analysis when I've been gone?
Michael
Did
Wacha.
you know things can happen?
Things can happen.
Michael Wacha with the surprise Royals last night. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts.
Get him back up here.
And he closed out the evening with consecutive 3-pitch strikeouts.
He's good. Get him back.
But that's good.
Yeah. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. Let's go.
He was pitching very well. It's just the foot. You got to trust.
Yeah.
It's that landing foot.
Yeah.
So maybe now they got to see
how he responds.
the next day,
yeah,
how his foot feels.
That's true.
Yeah.
See how it responds. Yeah.
The worst thing you want to do is bring him back too soon. He's got to go back on the IL. But I'm really also anxious to get Michael Massey back because he was raking. As Jake put it last week, when they went on the IL, Michael Wacha was shoving, and Michael Massey was raking.
Yep.
And both are. That's a good point, Jake. Both are true. And hopefully they can come back. Like, remember, George Brett used to always come back just like on fire off the DL. Back then it was a DL, kids. Not this IL. It was a DL. But they need him back. They could use both of them back. Let's get it.
I mean, they're still. What a season. Even after this little stretch where they've struggled to be 9 games over at this point. How far away is the All-Star break now?
Is it July 16th?
We still got a little ways to go before we're at the midway point. But
by the way, people get out and vote for Bobby Witt Jr., who's second in shortstop voting right now. We need him first.
Come on, Kansas City.
Yeah, we've done it before. Go vote 1 billion times.
How far is he behind?
Couple 100,000. I just saw that last night.
Let's go Royals.
July 16th. That was correct.
We're a month away.
I know because I'm going to a big concert that night.
So he is at 541,261, and then Gunnar Henderson is 740,460. So just about 200,000 votes shy.
What concert's on the 16th?
No.
Not telling me?
I'll tell you, but it's not going to resonate with.
I'm not invited.
Well,
town anyway.
It's hard to get. It was hard to get tickets.
It's
I've heard about this this concert every day for
Rodrigo.
the past,
what's the
no, for the past 2 or 3 months. I'm not joking. I hear about it every day. And so I know when it is. I know all about it. I know what shirt that I'm supposed to buy.
Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Am I close?
I want to say his name right. 'Cause I've been told I mess up his name all the time. Niall Horan.
Yeah, there you go. From One Direction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slow Hands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Starlight.
That sounds like a good show.
Oh, boy. Let me tell you.
1D.
I feel like I've heard that show many, many times in my car already. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Annie Rogers is a big fan.
Yeah. She's super mad that it's happening on the night of the All-Star game. Or she would have gone. Because did you see as she retweeted Niall Horan threw out the first pitch of the Red Sox game? So now Annie Rogers has started a campaign to get him to throw out the first pitch of the Royals game. And then, much like Jack White, when he goes to a town, he likes to visit different places of importance in town.
Mm-hmm.
And Selena's already like, find out where he's going to go. I go, how do you want me to do that? She says, you're on the radio. I go, it's not, there's no.
She's right about that.
I know that I am on the radio, but there's no way I could find out where one of the former members of One Direction is going to sightsee the day of his concert. I said, my guesses would be, because I'm looking like where Jack White is gone, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, the World War I museum. I don't know. I mean, where else would, like, if you were just here, if you're an international star, and the day of your concert, where would you go? Jake's going to say something awful.
It's Worlds and Oceans of Fun.
I don't think he's going to go to Worlds of Fun or Oceans of Fun.
You know, I would think you wouldn't want to have like a really thick barbecue lunch right before you.
I don't know if he's going to get out there and perform in the heat at Starlight, but maybe.
Get the meat sweats
It's
going.
going to be Starlight. Would he go to the zoo? Maybe.
Could go to the zoo.
Maybe the zoo.
But then that started a whole 45-minute conversation. It was really interesting. If you were just here for one day and you were
the Nelson.
Okay, the Nelson Art Gallery, maybe.
I heard that they have a John the Baptist's finger. I swear. I
feel like this is going to be
no joke. Like it's an exhibit. Like the bone. Like it's like John the Baptist.
Well, those old Catholic churches always had relics like that.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
I'm just saying.
All right, I wasn't going to
like Jerky Boys.
Like
a soldier's foot, like a little dried up foot.
You're not going to get me on that.
I'm not trying to get you on this. Normally,
Vito the intern's back there. Like, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't. You don't talk about him, huh?
But
I don't know, but those were my
whenever MLS broadcasters come to town, I talk to them about things to do, and obviously the Negro Leagues Museum is one of the first things I would go there. Up, you know, the World War I Museum.
Yeah, those are two.
I would go
to Union Station.
Yep.
Like where else? Like where would you go?
I mean, I do feel like you have to take them to a barbecue joint.
Right.
Everybody can disagree on which one you should go to.
And you just don't eat like a pound of barbecue.
Right.
Like I got a performance in a couple of hours. Not in the heat and starlight. Let me get
Give me a double beef sandwich.
Give me some fries extra crispy. Let's get them out here. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let me get a pint of beans. So if anyone out there, if anybody can find out where he's going to be that day and tell me, let me know so my daughter and I can stalk him. I guess that's basically what I'm putting out there. Hey, thanks. This has been a normal first hour of the show.
Sure.
Back into this on WHB.
Well, folks, I want to tell you about my friends at AC Wellness, also part of Aesthetic Care Med Spa. I've been telling you about AC Wellness for a while now because I went to them when I started feeling some of the things that you feel when you hit middle age. You know, some of that. Well, one of the big issues for me was not sleeping very well at night, and then that causes lack of energy and all kinds of other things. They also have a new program. There's a weekly weight loss injection that has become popular that can be used effectively to lose weight if you do it safely in the right way. And Dr. Amy Carter is having an informative question and answer, virtual question and answer, where you can find out more details about it on June 27th at noon. You can RSVP for exclusive event pricing at greatskinkc.com. That's greatskinkc.com. One person who attends and stays to the end will win a $500 credit to AC Wellness. So again, you can RSVP greatskinkc.com. The key to doing any of these things is doing it properly and safely and doctor supervised, and that's why I've been going to Dr. Amy Carter, because I want to be healthy, and she has been great for me. So 816-326-7294 is the number to call to book your consultation today. What she did with me, she sat down, asked me what I was looking for, what my goals were, and how I could be healthy. And then she went from there, and I've been really happy with the process. 816-326-7294. And if you want to RSVP for that virtual event on the 27th, go to greatskinkc.com.
Welcome back to New Day with SSJ on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Stephen St. John, Nate Bukaty's here. Jake Gutierrez is here. Talking about going to see Fingers. Vito the intern, and also Jamie Bloom is here now. How about look at this?
I know. I was alarm went off about 5:45, and I tuned in. I said, "Well, Nate is there today."
Did it just make your day?
Well,
Cheer you right up?
I don't know how often I'll see you. I mean, that's what we were just discussing at the break.
Well,
Man, you're
hopefully,
on quite a stretch.
Yeah, hopefully a lot. I mean, I'll be back next week. So you're lucky, man. Tuesdays is the day I'm actually in town. Leaving town again as soon as I'm off here today.
Yeah, lucky, Bloomer.
Yeah, so lucky.
Lucky.
My cheery personality in here.
I feel it.
I miss you guys.
Oh, there it is.
What'd I do?
So we were having this conversation. My drive to work was altered greatly, and I was furious because normally I go 635 and hit 35 to 69 to 435 to Metcalf, right? And it was like
How often is that smooth sailing, really?
It's not anymore.
Right.
And so now I'm done with it. I'm just gonna go 435 from now on. A little bit longer, but it's just, And so, but this one, because usually it's like an a-hole convention as people are trying to get off 635 on a 35, and it's coming, and everyone just races, and then at the last minute they bottleneck and try to all fit in there. So it's like you know to slow down, right?
A zipper.
But this one was like backed up, and they were stopped, and I almost got into a wreck because the guy in front of me just slammed on his brakes, and I slammed. And I had to go in the shoulder. It was very lucky, very lucky. And so then I get up close enough to see, and then 35 was just a parking lot. And I go, nope. And so then I go Metcalf all the way to work instead. And so I was like, what in the hell is going on there? And I've just seen now that Daniela Leon from KSHB 41 has said it has been cleared now. But what happened, I-35 and 35 South and Johnson Drive, a fallen message board on the interstate.
Ooh. Oh, God.
A dump truck hit the overhead sign early this morning, leading to the closure of multiple lanes of traffic. And so now that has been cleared. Good God. That was not... Yeah, and I was on the phone with Jake, like driving in, talking about Uncle Howdy, because that's what we do. Did you see that? Oh, Raw was awesome. And so then, I go, what could it be at this time of the morning? Why?
Dump
and
truck.
we're trying to think of different things. I did not guess dump truck hits overhead sign and has message board come crashing to the highway.
It's a big dump truck.
Right.
Man,
That's
some scary stuff.
Right.
They have the thing up.
I don't know what was going on there. And so now as of 9 minutes ago, it's been cleared. So now you don't have to worry about it if you have to go 35 South. But that answers my question. I think I'm crazy. Like, why is this? What's going on here? This is not rush hour. What's happening? Well,
No.
this damn dump truck.
That's a weird
What are you
one.
laughing for?
It's just, I don't know. It's just odd.
Because of what happened? Because
It's a dump truck.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a dump truck
That
having
was
its
just,
tail
what
end.
the hell is this dump truck doing so early in the morning, hitting overhead signs? And I don't know.
That was my
So is
nickname
this
in
one of the
college.
same message boards that Scout that's not, is it back online
I don't
after
know.
the cyber
Who
attack?
knows?
You knew that, right?
Maybe this is part of the cyber attack.
Maybe.
Now that
It's a dump truck
got
attack.
dump trucks. Well orchestrated. I don't
Throw
know.
off the traffic in Kansas City.
I'm just going 435 from now on.
There you go.
I'm not messing with it anymore. Pass by Legends, wave,
Yep.
Whatever.
You know what's going to happen.
No, I know. Something happened there. Sure. Yeah. Snake bit. That's what I am.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this on WHB.